With an amusement park on the western slope is now at the center of a possible mass attack. The Garfield County Sheriff says they found a man dead at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park on Saturday. That man was dressed in tactical gear and heavily armed with guns and bombs. Investigators believe that man had plans to carry out a mass shooting before he instead took his own life.
He left a note in the women's bathroom. Investigative reporter Jeremy Hajola has been following the story and brings us more on the investigation.
Yeah, he was completely under the radar. That's according to the Garfield County Sheriff. The sheriff described the man as someone dressed like a member of the SWAT team who was preparing to carry out an attack with 2 ghost guns and explosives. But investigators say the 20-year-old took his own life inside the park. This all started on Saturday morning at the Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park before it opened to the public. A maintenance crew found the 20-year-old man dead in the bathroom. He was wearing all black with a ballistic vest and a helmet. He had fake and real explosives on his body, including what the sheriff described as novelty grenades around his belt. They found real explosives in a car he drove to the park. Investigators said the man had 2 ghost guns, an AR-15 style rifle and a handgun. He also had numerous fully loaded magazines for both guns. The cause of death here is not official yet, but the sheriff says they believe the man took his own life with a handgun. And then on the bathroom wall, the man left a note saying, quote, "I am not a killer. I just wanted to get into the caves." The sheriff says so far they have not found any warnings or any indications this man was going to do something.
And it's just something that we prepare for, but we hope would never happen. And unfortunately, we're kind of in the middle right now. We have the potential for something very heinous and gruesome to happen in this community. We were fortunate that it did not occur, but it certainly, again, for lack of better terms, almost took away the innocence of our community.
So in the last 2 minutes, we just got new information from the coroner in Garfield County. That agency identified the suspect as Diego Barajas Medina, 20 years old. The sheriff says he did go to high school in Carbondale, which is a mountain town south of Glenwood Springs. But he says this man had no criminal history, according to the sheriff. The sheriff says there are still a lot of unknowns about this case, but thankfully here, nobody was hurt. Meanwhile, the park rides and the areas around the park were checked out to make sure there were no traps or anything like that set. So lots of questions to be answered.
Jeremy, there's a myriad of unknowns here, but it does sound like this might have been someone who at the cusp of doing something terrible may have had a change of heart, a change of mind.
Yeah, and it's clear, I mean, he was dressed in gear that was very compatible to law enforcement. This man had, magazines, he had guns. There was clear intent here, but thankfully he did not carry out with those plans, Tom.
Yeah, some terrifying what ifs. All right, Jeremy, thanks.